He finished with 60 overall, 150-108 win over the Magic. That total marked a career high for Kyrie, plus a franchise record for Brooklyn. Some fans thought, maybe he could have gotten to 70 or even more if Steve Nash had let him play for the entire fourth quarter. Shannon, where do you weigh in on this? Should Nash have left Kyrie in the game?
I can barely talk. You got me so amped over here. My glasses fogging up. I had to bring the word to you.
Blame it on Baker. Everybody else blames him for everything. It's his fault.
Skip, if I was Steve Nash, I would have said, Kyrie, you got 9 shots. Because he came out, if I'm not mistaken, Skip, at 8:29. I'm going to say
8:32.
8:32, okay.
Yep.
I'm going to say, Kyrie, you get 9 shots to get to 70. Because, Skip, there's something about 60. Skip, 60 is nothing. 50 is nothing to sneeze at. 60 is really nothing to sneeze at. But there's only been 11 70-point games. And Wilt Chamberlain has 6 of those.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Devin Booker has. Kobe has the 81. And you got Elgin Baylor, David Robinson, and the Skywalker, David Thompson. I'm going to say, Kyrie, I'm going to give you 4 minutes to get 9 shots up to 70. Because here's the thing, Skip, because remember, he played all but 1 minute in the first half.
Yep.
So what I would have done, I'm going to say, I'm going to give you 9 shots to get to 70. Because guess what? They got 13 games left. Guess how many Kyrie get to play in? 3. Get your workout in. Because every chance I get, Skip, I'm going to let him get his workout in. And that's, Skip, I understand as a coach how a coach thinks. Coach said, man, the last thing I need him to step on somebody's ankle. He got 60 points. What the hell you still doing in the game?
Correct.
He goes up for a layup and somebody, fouls him hard. He breaks something. Why would the hell Kyrie was still in the game? Skip, I get it. But it's very, very rare that you see somebody cooking like Kyrie was cooking. You go get 41 points in a half, Skip. Oh, I think he had like 17 shots. I think he was like 13, 14, or 17. Skip, I got
You're talking in the first half.
In the first half.
Yeah.
Skip, I ain't gonna lie. I got to let him try to get 70. I got to. That's just my nature. You got to. It's like a running back. If he got 199 yards, I'm going to put him back in the game so he can get 100. A baseball player, Skip, we've seen baseball players have 3 home runs in a single. Oh, they coming back up to try to get that 4th home run. I got to let him, Skip. And I get it from a coach's standpoint. I see both sides of the equation. If I'm a coach, the last thing, man, they run Steve Nash up out of town. Even though Kyrie can only play on away games, he steps on somebody's ankle. He has 60 points with 7 minutes to go, and you up by 30. Why the hell is Kyrie still in the game? But, Skip, I got to roll the dice. I ain't going to even lie to you, Skip. I'm going to let Kyrie try to get 70 points in this game. Hey, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it, Skip. I'm sorry.
Okay, allow me to say before I launch on this. Kyrie Irving proved once again last night that inch for inch, he's the greatest scorer we've ever seen. I'm talking about inch for inch because he's only 6'2".
Right.
Allen Iverson was really great. Allen Iverson was a better all-around athlete than Kyrie, but Allen Iverson couldn't score this way.
No, because he ain't got the 3 ball. Because Kyrie got the 3 ball. Iverson wasn't that great. Now, mid-range, Iverson can shoot mid-range, and he could finish at the rim as small as he was.
Absolutely.
From the 3 to the basket, I ain't seen nobody like Kyrie.
There's never been anything like him at 6 feet 2 inches tall. And as his coach Steve Nash said after the game, that he said, I felt like he had my career highlight reel, my whole highlight reel in the first 12 minutes. Steve Nash won back-to-back MVPs in 2005 and 2006. I'm talking about back-to-back NBA MVPs.
Yes, that's rare.
And the head coach is saying, I saw all my career highlights in 12 minutes from that kid in the first quarter. Okay, my point is, it is rare. We saw it on full display. I didn't watch the first quarter, but then I looked at the computer. I said, uh-oh, I got to tune this one in because it's Orlando.
Right.
They're the worst team in the East. They're vying for worst team in basketball. Right now, Houston's 1 game worse than they are in the West, but still, they are by far the worst team, Orlando, in the East.
Right.
And even though it took overtime for Philly to win at Orlando, which I thought was more of an indictment of Philly than it was credit to Orlando.
I agree with you. I agree.
Right. But the point was, by the point in question, with 8 whatever it was, what I tell you, 8:32 left in the game. Orlando was so demoralized that I'm not saying they were quitting, they just were giving up on themselves. It's where you just can't do anything because they couldn't stop anybody, let alone Kyrie. So it was hard to justify letting him go because the game had lost all credibility. At that point, the score was 131-94. It's a 37-point game. The fan in me is with you on this. Like, okay, well, let him try for 70. Let him just see what happens. But two things were operating. Remember, Kyrie's not in the greatest of shape yet because he doesn't play that much basketball. And he'll take off whole weeks at a time before he gets to play another game.
You do realize the next time Kyrie plays, it'll be next Wednesday.
I got it.
So, Skip, guess what? I'm gonna let him get. I think he played 30. He played 35 minutes. I'm gonna let him get 38, 39. Skip, he's not gonna play again until next Wednesday.
I got it. And they are, to your point, playing back-to-back tonight against Dallas at home. And by the way, they're a dog to Dallas by a couple of points because they're not going to have Kyrie. And they still, we're going to talk about this in a few minutes, they still don't have Ben Simmons. And I do not understand that. But because they don't, the point is this game got so out of hand. It was so hard to watch at that point from Orlando's point of view that it was hard to justify leaving him in because it became a joke. Because for a while, they were trying to like triple team, and then at the end, they were just saying, "Okay, just shoot."
And he realized that, Skip, so he came up and had to launch a 28-foot three because he saw every time they get the ball, it's kind of like we were on there. We was talking about Devin Booker. Devin Booker had back-to-back 50. He had 48 with like 3 minutes to go against Memphis. They triple teamed and said, "You're not going for 50 in 3 straight games against us." And it was like, "Oh, now y'all want to triple team the man. The man done just blew the doors off you, and now you want to triple team him."
Okay, just to demonstrate just how bad it was for Orlando trying to guard anybody in a Nets jersey. Look at what happened with the bench last night for the Nets. You want a statistical anomaly here? This is a statistical weirdity. Try this one on for size. Look at Kyrie's final numbers, 20 of 31. Guess what his bench was? 20 of 31. Kyrie was 8 of 12 from 3. Guess what the bench was from 3? 8 of 12. How weird is that? I mean, it just happened. You know, it's just one of those billion to one shots. But it demonstrates the bench was scoring just like Kyrie was scoring. Like without opposition almost. It's like, you want it, you got it.
Skip, now you see why Draymond got on that phone with towel with soap still in his eyes and called Kevin Durant. Because with that guy and LeBron, Golden State was never going to see LeBron and Kyrie again. That's why they did that. We watched that game when he went against San Antonio and they took him to overtime. Skip, he was hotter than that last night.
That was a long time ago, but he was just like, I was a huge Spurs fan at that point, and I'm saying, that's unstoppable.
And you saw this, Skip, he coming up on a 1-on-4 fast break and pulling up from 26. Like it's nothing. The shots that he was making, the acrobats around the rim, and he's got 6'10", 6'11 guys challenging him. The English, the art, the rotation that he puts on the ball, Skip, we've never seen. Isaiah could pat the ball. Pete Maravich could pat the ball, but they didn't have his game. Other guys can shoot from distance. Steph can shoot from distance better. Dame can shoot from distance.
Agreed.
But when you talk about handles and from the three-point line to the basket, nobody. Kobe, Michael, James Harden, LeBron, nobody can see that little man right there.
They cannot. I totally agree. The trick shots in his bag.
No.
The spin off the glass, the English, he's just got every shot.
The up and under, the way he can flick his wrist and the ball just like, hold on. Did you see how the hell did he? Skip, you saw how he got 50. He did it with his left. I'm like, hold on, wait, come on, man. You better stop playing.
Okay, so you have him and you have Kevin Durant on the same basketball team. And I keep saying, you could argue these are the two most, as a combination.
No, nobody's not been close to that.
There's never been a duo like this, which is why I still give them, you can call it a long shot, but I still give them a shot at winning it all.
Hold on, you told me Kyrie's going to be like close to this more times than not? Because remember, now they're the first two teammates to go get 50 in back-to-back games. KD got 53 on Sunday. He
Yep.
turns around and go get 60 on a Tuesday. So we know they have the firepower. The thing that concerns me, Skip, is their depth.
Yep.
We know because now we know KD.
Depth looked pretty good last night. And remember that they didn't have LaMarcus Aldridge, right?
Yeah, or Seth Curry.
Or Seth Curry, and they still don't have Joe Harris. And I don't know if he's going to be able to come back. Yeah.